What's up, guys? This is just a quick out-of-theater reaction for Jurassic World Rebirth. Yes, the embargo is already lifted, but I figured some of you might want to just hear my quick thoughts, before I give you the actual full spoiler-free review that actually goes into the plot and the characters and, just going deeper. But this is just my overall thoughts, and to give you a little bonus, because I went with my wife, and her thoughts were kind of funny, maybe hilarious to me, so I will read you her exact thoughts. Just a quick little blurb after I give you my initial thoughts, okay? And by the way, my wife and I, we're not the couple that agrees on every single little thing. There are some couples out there, YouTube couples, they seem to agree on everything when it comes to movies. Not me and my wife, okay? Oftentimes, her opinion will far differ from my opinion, and that's just the way we are. I don't know. And sometimes we agree, but I'm not going to tell you. I'll just let you know what she thinks, all right? So anyway, jumping into my initial thoughts for this movie. And I will say, hit the bricks, Davey and Nick loved this movie. If I remember correctly, they actually loved this movie. My backstory with Jurassic Park is I love the first movie. I think it's almost perfection. And I have a good time with 2 and 3. And then it all just starts going downhill for me. The first Jurassic World, I don't think it's as good as we all thought it was. I think we were just so hungry for Jurassic Park at the time. But going back and looking at that movie, it's okay, okay? So I think this is a step in the right direction. I will say that. It's far from perfect, but I do think they realized that Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, they got way too up its own ass, okay? And there was just way too convoluted. And I think the company man that's always the villain in these movies, I think they amplified that aspect of those two movies way too much, especially in Dominion. Dominion just had way too many characters, okay? This is a step in the right direction because they're getting back to basics, okay? Let's just put a group of people on an island that they have no business being there, and let's just put them in danger and put dinosaurs there and get back to what we all love about Jurassic Park. And that's what they do. And let's not make the characters too annoying. And they don't. And as a matter of fact, I'll even say there are a couple of charming moments with some of the characters, okay? But these characters, they don't compare at all to the first movie. They just don't. Not at all. Dinosaurs, I think that's where this movie kind of saves itself. There's some fun, spaced out dinosaur moments. It takes a moment to get to them, but once they get to them, I think they're spaced out very well. A lot of our favorites are there, and you get the big baddie at the last act. Okay, so it's really cool. I think I'll save the spoiler-free review for which dinosaur moment I liked the best. But I do think they had some good moments. Okay, so that's my overall thoughts. I thought it was just fine. It was okay. Now, let me read you my wife's thoughts on it. And she does love the first movie, okay? I will say that, all right? But, yeah, her thoughts were a little bit harsher than mine, okay? So I'm going to read it verbatim because she sent it to my kids, her opinions on the movie. Piece of repetitive shit. They basically pieced together Jurassic Park's various just different Jurassic Park movies with Jaws, King Kong, and a dash of Alien, stirred in a pot and poured the batter into the same old template they've used a million times. It will make $1 billion. That was her thoughts. So she was not a fan of the movie at all. She didn't like it. But I think that's a good barometer for where you might be for this movie. Maybe this is not really telling you anything because you don't know where you're going to stand with this movie. I guess if you really, really love Jurassic Park, then I think you'll like this movie. Some people love this movie, like Nick and Davey. But I've read a lot of other people that don't like this movie, like my wife. So there you go. I'm somewhere in the middle. All right. So anyway, that's my out of theater reaction. A little long-winded, but yeah, that's what you get. We're after embargo anyway, so I'm safe. But I'm going to sit down and I'll talk to you more about what I actually liked and disliked and just going deeper. I'll do that in the review. We'll talk about some of the characters, Scarlett Johansson, all those. But yeah, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks where we talk horror all day and every day and on Fridays. Review for Fridays. Follow my Drumdums on my socials. Support me on Patreon. Become a channel member. Buy me a coffee. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Drumdum out.